This video brought to you by Coffee. Thank you, Coffee member Kristen, for your support. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Grimmia, and sometimes I build things in The Sims 4. And today I have 2 builds for the price of 1. Actually, they're kind of well, they're not that expensive. I have 2 little micro homes, tiny homes. They're tiny homes. They're not micro. They're not the smallest ones. I have 2 for you. Double the fun. Happy Speed Build Sunday, unless you are a Coffee member, in which case you are seeing this as early as Friday. Happy Speed Build Friday to you. So, I've been watching a lot of NerdCube's RTX Minecraft series again, and I really wanted to recreate his first house he built, the one that with the basement that looked into the river, because I really like that idea. But I don't know how to do that in The Sims. Here I did the pool on the 2nd level, and then I pulled up all the terrain so that way the first level would be a basement, quote unquote, and I would have windows looking into it, but it didn't really look that good, so I'm not gonna do it. I don't even keep this first thing. I didn't even keep because I couldn't put a ladder in the basement, so I kind of got rid of all of this. And once I couldn't figure out that, I just settled on like a kind of boring mid-century beige looking house. It's very brown on the outside, but the inside has like a little bit of color. Everything is play tested. These are both available on the gallery. I will put my gallery ID down below. It is _Grimmia if you're interested. I build things on The Sims. In The Sims. I'm currently building up Newcrest. I have quite a few videos done already. These are the lots in the back corner. This one's the comfy cubby and then like oak alcove or something like that. The teeny tiny lots, like 20 by 15s. I didn't know what to do with them, so I'm like, I'll just build houses out there. And then I was like, oh, I can build tiny homes. This one is where Weird Al lives currently because I play test with him, so I figured I might as well build him a nice little house while we're at it. And the other one, I was gonna leave just plain residential, but I turned it into a rental, actually. I'll talk about that one more later. But we have this nice kind of mid-century-ish. It has some outdoor space. I made like a nice little pergola. That's kind of what we're doing right now. That is exactly what we're doing right now. And because it's not a room, so it doesn't count for the tile restrictions, which is nice. I changed that. It's not a roof trim. It's like a floor trim. That's what it is. I changed the floor trim. I made it different to kind of match the exterior colors of the house instead of being so much darker than the rest of it. I can't fence that top part in. It is fenced in, technically, but it's not fenced in, you know? Because I just copied the fence on one side and moved it over. Because once I fence it in, it becomes a room. Which is kind of annoying. But, Sims, you know, whatever. So this has, like, a little bit of outdoor space. It's a tiny lot, so, like, it's not a whole lot of outdoor space. I cut out a lot of stuff. You'll see me jumping around a lot. Especially picking a door, because it took me so long to pick a door. I really wanted to make the one from Get Famous work, but I couldn't, so I used the one from Tiny Living. Upstairs, the big slider we use is from Dream Home Decorator. I also use that downstairs. Wanted stairs, couldn't get the stairs to work, so I had to use a ladder. This house sleeps 4, but it won't really work for a toddler, because I don't have a bathtub. You could definitely fit a bathtub in the bathroom. Like, you could change up the layout a little bit if you wanted to for your own purposes. And you could for sure fit a bathtub. And you could probably get stairs in there. You could put them around back. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Well, there you go. There's a solution. That way you can have a toddler in here. If you wanted a toddler in here for some reason. I don't know why lately I've been obsessed with putting in those little bathroom windows in the corner like that. I don't know why, but I keep doing it. I'm obsessed with it. Couldn't tell you. I just placed a tester bed just to kind of see the size of everything. The bathroom is yellow. I cut out the bathroom decorating it. It's just a bathroom. It's nothing spectacular. I don't know. And then the inside is just, the wallpaper is kind of boring. Like, that's green right now. I'm gonna change it. Yeah, I already changed it. All of the wallpaper is just kind of boring. The bathroom is like a nice little pop of color. And then the bedroom, I really like that bed from Eco Lifestyle in the red shade. And I was looking for more redder shades, and that is an absolutely gorgeous piece of furniture from Tiny Living, the little dresser thingy, and it comes in, the blue color is also very nice, but that nice, like, warm red, oh my god, it's perfect. So upstairs is very warm, comfy. Well, I guess navy blue is actually the most calming shade of colors. If you didn't know that, now you do. I went with cool tones downstairs because that gray panel on the bottom of the wall, it feels like a cool gray to me. So I just kind of think it's... Like, the yellow bathroom really works, so I have some yellow accents in some of the other furniture, like in the desk. But for the most part, it's just very blue. Very cool tone down here. The Murphy bed couch situation. So you could sleep 4 Sims in here if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to. The dining table options that are marked mid-century are very large, and I can't fit them. But I kind of just went with anything glass. I feel like that counts. Mid-century to me is a lot of wood and glass. I don't know why. I've just always been low-key obsessed. How many times have I said low-key? I've always been a little bit obsessed with mid-century modern. Maybe it's like because I saw some Frank Lloyd Wright houses as a kid. And like my aunt took me to see Falling Water when I was younger. I don't know. But I'm doing some terrain paint around the house. I did landscape this, which is also like a new thing for me. Landscaping, I usually skip it. My method for terrain painting is slap it down and then erase what you don't need and go over it again with a dark color and erase what you don't need, which I would like to say is how I paint, but it's a little too chaotic to paint like that because you can't erase paint. I'm just like tiny desk, tiny vibes. Yellow pops of color to make it a little bit nicer. I put rugs in the bedroom and the living room. That honestly is a good spot for a rug because when the bed's down, you don't have to put your feet on the cold floor, and when the bed's up, it's like, you know, there's a rug in front of the couch, like always. Just like the nice little poof thingy. I don't think your Sims can sit on it, but I imagine like if they could, you could use that as an extra chair, you know, kind of drop it down the ladder hole. The windows in the bedroom are centered to the room, but they aren't centered to the bed, and I'm sorry if that bothers you. I added a mirror just to have something else. I did put curtains on there. I went with the Snowy Escape ones. They kind of looked the best out of all of the curtains. I used quite a bit of Dream Home Decorator in here, which is kind of funny to me because I've never actually played with the pack. I just use it for the builds. And, you know, offline, I play The Sims, like, with families and stuff. And you can see on here I have, like, some Let's Plays started that I should probably get back to. I haven't gotten to Dream Home Decorator yet. I have other things to do. What are we doing now? Oh, I think now we're looking for outdoor furniture. I remembered to add to bin. I thought about a grill, but it's just gonna set my house on fire. I added some planters. Upstairs is an easel. I do get rid of that and I replace it with the telescope. Yep, right here. Then instead of, I don't know. It makes more sense to have that outside than an easel, like, because you would constantly be bringing the easel in so it doesn't get rained on. And then I just put a little lounge chair back there with a table. It wouldn't be covered, honestly, because it's not a covered pergola, but, you know, whatever. And then just, like, some little decorations. I don't have to go too crazy with clutter. Here's where I realized I forgot a bathroom mirror. So I put one in. I put the cheap one in really quick. Bathroom is usually the only thing I clutter that much, and that's because I add, like, shampoo, towels, toilet paper. The kitchen I do like to clutter if I have a lot of space, but I didn't have a lot of space. And then I completely changed the windows. Completely got rid of the windows. Didn't like them anymore. Just a little bit more terrain painting before we get into the landscaping, and I cut out most of me landscaping. I scrolled through debug. That little expanding thing is a mod. It's the expandable build by mod from Twisted Mexi. It's helpful for going through debug because there's so much stuff, and then I put some overgrowth under the tree and by like the little pillar thingy. I just thought it looks nice. But like I said, that is on the gallery, so let's jump into the next speed build, which is right next door at Oak Alcove. I was right. I was just checking the front of the lot, even though I knew where it was. I don't know why I checked it. Both are tiny homes. Yeah, tiny is the second tier. Both are tiny homes. This one is a rental. In my game, it is a rental. It's a cottage rental. The whole vibe was like, why go to Henford-on-Bagley to stay in a cottage when you could just stay in Newcrest? So, I kind of just leaned into this cottage core kind of thing. It's very overgrown when I get to the landscaping. I like the door from Cottage Living, that one with the knocker on it, and then I had to just go through other doors to try and find one that matched colors even slightly so I could have a back door, and none of them matched the color, so I didn't end up doing... I couldn't put the knocker in the back door. That doesn't make any sense. But this is a rental. It also sleeps 4 Sims, 2 adults and 2 kids. I do put bunk beds in there. And the bathroom is just the 3x1 bathroom. And then again, because the area was fenced in, I had to, like, move the fence and shit, you know. That old chestnut, just to make sure that it was completely fenced in, but it wasn't counting as a room. So, you have a backyard space, but you don't have a room. This took me forever to pick windows. I ended up changing the entire color of the house before I could decide on windows. And then I fixed the roof so that way the eaves weren't in the way. I started with these windows, and because that roof trim overhangs so much, you can't really see the windows, so all of my hard window work is just kind of for naught, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't even think I put a window in the bathroom. But, what did I filtered by, like, Queen Anne kind of things, and I didn't find anything I want, so I just looked for Cottage Living windows before I picked them. I picked the pink and white, so I went through and changed all of the windows to white or pink. Which is kind of weird, but maybe they were originally one color, and then whoever remodeled this to turn it into a rental painted them all pink for some crazy reason. I don't know. Bathroom is just a standard bathroom. It's not really anything special. It does completely work. If you didn't know, that's how it works. If you have the shower there, then you don't have to, because your Sims will walk through that shower. This one is very red. I saw the red countertop and I just ran with it, and because it also matched the windows. So there's not much to do here in this rental for like inside activities. It's really just you can dine and that's it. I went through to find that little open notebook because I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like a guest book that when you come in and we had a great time here, and then love the Smith family, that kind of thing. The furniture, just specifically that dresser, kind of looks a little beat up, but it was also red, which fit the vibe. The vibe was red. So maybe like it's one of those upcycled furniture pieces that are super big these days. And here is another bed, not centered to the room, but it does work. And there's one of those stuff armchairs. You never actually sit on it. You just throw your stuff on it. I changed the lantern just to be a little bit different from the other room. I didn't really want an overhead light, but otherwise there's just no light on them. It's just so dark and boring. Usually when I play, I have auto lights on, but I manually turn on like the lamp side tables instead. And then this room has bunk beds, which I couldn't quite find anything that fit the cottage vibe. I didn't want to use metal, but I went with the Dream Home Decorator. I think these are Dream Home Decorator. I went with these ones instead. And then there's a nice little blue swatch. I had a lot of colors going on in that room. I was more like blue-ish focused with some pink, and then the other room is very obviously red like the rest of the house. The chairs from Cottage Living go really well with that table from Paranormal Stuff Pack. I think they do anyways. And then just some wall decorations. I've never stayed in a Vrbo or Airbnb or whatever before, so I don't really know what's in them. I've toured one before. Not to like stay in it, I just toured it. An apartment I used to live in after college was turned into an Airbnb. And they were like, hey, do you want to tour this since you don't live in here anymore? I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So like there was like some old photos, like locals, old local area photos. That piece I hung a little bit ago, that's from City Living. It's from the Tech Courier. And I thought like maybe it was like their first review in a paper kind of thing. That's why I hung it up by the door. Just like something not super personable, but kind of interesting. Like it's photos of landscapes in there, I would imagine, not people. I don't keep the outdoor seating because we have indoor seating, so why do I need outdoor seating? This does include a bench, 2 outdoor activities. I put a campfire pit out there and horseshoes, so you can actually do something outside, I guess, if you want to. But we are pretty much at the end of the speed build. Like I said, these are on the gallery if you want to. Remember to like, subscribe, whatever.